Golf. And what better person to ask about golf than our good friend Pete Mandich of Golf Plus.
Thanks, dude. Thanks for having me on. Yeah, we should be out playing golf today. Let's go now. Jazzy, you're going to handle the rest of the show, right?
She's got it.
Okay.
She's ready to rock.
Yeah, we go.
Pete, who the heck are you?
Well, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Good.
How did you get in here?
Thanks for having me. I crawled in the back. Everything's fine. You know, the security let me go through. I'm happy to be here, and thanks for having me. I used to be on with the preachers, you know, and got a few calls, and we skipped March because I just wasn't thinking about it, to be honest with you. And I appreciate you having me. I appreciate VideoWJOB letting me come on. Basically, who I grew up here in the region playing golf, and went to Andran, play golf for them, and so I'll just fill in some of the people who are familiar with myself and what I'm doing here. But I'm a feature writer for Golf Plus newspaper. It's a newspaper we distribute here. It's 20th year now out of Hobart.
Wow.
So we're locally owned by John and Steve Chandos, and they're doing a great job with it. And it goes out to about 200 locations from Rensselaer in the south all the way up here, and then all the way across into Illinois. And what it does is it allows the different golf courses, businesses in the area, and, of course, golf stores to sort of distribute their ideas and goings-on to the community so that everybody gets a chance to see, you know, what's going on. We try to cover a little bit of everything in the newspaper. I write the feature articles. So I go out to a community, and I try to learn a little bit about the town, of course, the golf course, and then express that to people that may want to try out the golf course, see what's going on with that. And this month it was about Whitehawk, which is it's about a 15-year-old course that's in Crown Point, Indiana, and they've gone through a lot of changes, but they're all for the good. Everything's going well down there, and I thought everybody should sort of get a handle on that. And of course, it was right in the middle of Crown Point, which is always fun to write about.
Where is Whitehawk located at?
It's about 1.5 miles from downtown. It's on Summit Avenue. It's surrounded by about 500 homes, and it's just absolutely beautiful. It's 36 holes.
Wow.
It's all bent grass tees, greens, and fairways. It's a lovely place. They just went through, like I say, an ownership change. They came in. They've remodeled the clubhouse. It's just a gorgeous facility all the way around, and the people that are working there. In fact, they just hired a fellow named Andy Soley, who was a Hanover Central grad, great golfer in the area, went to Ball State, and he's come back. I got to tell you, if you ever listed his bio, we couldn't put it in the paper. It's just too long. He's just that talented and coordinated, and he's put together a good staff. I brought in a fellow named Kyle Thompson, who's a new golf pro, and Kyle came from downstate in Noblesville, and he's got David Millisoff, which a lot of people are familiar with him from Briar Ridge. He was a superintendent over there, or assistant, I believe. Now he's superintendent over at Whitehawk. So they just put together a new team. One thing you'd like.
What's that?
That's the fact that they have this luxury bus that's just huge. I think it holds, I'm guessing, 65, 70 people. I mean, it's really big. Full bar, everything inside of it. They'll pick up groups, take them back, pick them up throughout all of Chicagoland. Even if it doesn't have to be a golf outing. It could be a wedding. It can be all kinds of stuff, you know. But if you just took a look at this thing, you'd say, yo, all right, pick us up now. From here, we'll leave. Jazzy will take care, and we'll run down there, and then they'll bring us back. But they were voted best outing golf course in the state of Indiana, I don't know, a couple times. And
well, I know a lot of people who've gone out there not only for the golfing, but also the banquets for you know, all that stuff. And I know some people that live out near the course. And what's cool about these country clubs is the fact that I was just talking to some people about the old Woodmar.
Right.
And a lot of my friends actually did this too, where they were all caddies, the young kids.
Yeah.
And we talk about kids not having jobs and stuff.
Right.
But those country clubs are really good spots for people to realize, you know, hey, you're going to work. That's work.
Right.
I mean, and sometimes you get a little cool, you know, coin thrown your way, but sometimes not, and it kind of builds you up to where you're working your tail off, and also you get to meet some of these, you know, rollers and or people all around.
No question about it. In fact, well now Whitehawk is they do have a membership. They've got about 300 members, but they're also open to the public because they have what they call 4 9s. They don't really have 36 holes, so they shift around. If they have an outing, they use 2 9s over here, and then they'll use 2 9s over here for the public, and then the membership will shift off. So it gives them a lot of choices. So it's a little bit different. But I know what you're talking about. In fact, you kind of hit on something. I might as well bring it up now, but in March, since I wasn't here, I actually wrote about Lincoln Oaks, which is a great old golf course in Crete, Illinois, and that facility is now open to the public. So 18 holes open to the public, 18 holes is Lincolnshire Country Club, even though they share a lot of the same areas. But these were 4 caddies that caddied in the area. They went on. Sometime I'd love to get into it, but they were part of what was the Evans Scholarship Program, which is strictly for caddies. If they get good grades, they get scholarships to college, full rides. It's wonderful. And those 4 guys came back. They now own Lincoln Oaks Golf Course. So it was just a great story to write about too. I loved being there, and again, like I say too, I get to see these towns a little bit more than driving through or stopping over for lunch. So I get to go into all the places, talk to the Chamber of Commerce and the different offices, and get to meet these people and see what's making their town tick too.
Well, Whitehawk itself, let's go back to that a little bit. If people want to get more information, do you have a phone number for them?
Yeah, Whitehawk, got it right here.
And because out there in Crown Point, it's just, I mean, some of these courses are absolutely beautiful, and it's cool. Like when you hear the country club, you think, oh, I can't go, but it's open to the public.
Oh, it's definitely open to the public. In fact, that's one of the reasons we wanted to feature them. That I think a lot of people did think that it had been a private club. And with the ownership change, they wanted to stress that. But yeah, you can reach Andy Soley or any of his great staff out there at 219-661-2323. They also have a website, so there's a lot of stuff on that website, www.whitehawkcountryclub.com.
And of course, they're located right there. It's
about 1.5 miles from downtown. It's on Summit Street, but you just head west on Summit Street. You can't miss it because of all the luxury homes out there.